Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel Decode. In this video guys, we're gonna start something new, something different. From this video guys, we're gonna start a new tutorial, a new video on Vue.js. Okay, so from this video guys, we're gonna start a new tutorial on Vue.js. Okay, so in this video guys, we're gonna learn what is Vue.js and how to get started in Vue.js. Okay, so as you all know guys, Vue.js is a very progressive JavaScript framework. Okay, so an approachable, performant and versatile framework for building web user interface. Okay, so as you all know guys, Vue.js is used to build application from small application to the enterprise to the large application. Okay, so from this video guys, we are gonna start a new tutorial on what is Vue.js, and throughout this video, throughout this course, we are gonna learn from the basic to the advanced of Vue.js, and we will learn to make one of the most famous applications using Vue.js. Okay, so using after some time guys, we will start learning how to build applications what can I say, e-commerce applications, like website using Vue.js, mobile apps using Vue.js. Okay, so from this video guys, we're gonna start the basics of Vue.js and what is Vue.js. Okay, so let me read some of the things from here guys. As you can see here, an approachable, performant and versatile framework for building web user interfaces. Okay, so like approachable means here build on the top of a standard HTML, CSS and JavaScript with intuitive API and world-class documentation guys. Okay, if you know HTML, JavaScript and CSS already, you are good to go with the Vue.js also. Okay, for this guys, there are lots of documentations also, and there are lots of communities also. Okay, performant, okay, truly reactive, compiler optimized rendering system that rarely requires manual optimizations. Okay, whatever code guys you will write in Vue.js, it will be truly reactive and what can I say, optimized already. Okay, so you don't have to optimize your code after writing so many of lines. Okay, so Vue.js has this kind of features, this kind of functionality. Whatever you will write in Vue.js, by default it will be optimized and it will be truly reactive. Okay, now the next one is what is versatile, a rich, incrementally adaptable ecosystem that scales between a library and a full-featured framework. See, Vue.js guys has a lot of libraries on its own. Okay, so we will read about libraries after some time. Okay, so as of now we will learn what is Vue.js, and in this video guys, we will learn how to get your radio buttons value, checkbox values. Okay, in this video. So as you can see guys, there are lots of communities, lots of software provider using Vue.js as their application, as their program. Okay, so as you can see here, there are lots of software or companies using Vue.js, because Vue.js is very reactive and very powerful JavaScript framework guys. Okay, after the coming of Vue.js guys, Angular has got some backseat, and Vue.js is a very progressive JavaScript framework. So in this video guys, we are gonna learn JavaScript framework known as Vue.js. Okay, you can use guys Vue.js in two ways. Okay, you can install Vue.js in your machine globally. You can use CLI command line to install Vue.js in your machine, or you can use CDN link also. Okay, so in this video guys, we are not going to install any Vue.js in our machine. Rather, we will use CDN link to learn what is Vue.js, what is the basics of Vue.js, and later on we will learn how to install Vue.js on our machine. Okay, so let's get started guys, and let's learn what is Vue.js and how to take use radio buttons and checkbox value in Vue.js. Okay guys, So to show you guys, I have already built an example. So let me go to the example, what I mean and what we are going to learn in this video using the very progressive JavaScript framework known as Vue.js. Okay, so let me go to the example now. See, this is the example, guys. I have built using HTML, CSS and Vue.js. Okay, so here you can see learn Vue.js with ER Prabhat Pandit. Okay, and this is the logo of Vue.js, and here you will be seeing some kind of text like what is your favorite animal and what is your favorite let me change one more thing, what is your favorite course. Okay, so sorry guys for this, refresh the page now. So what is your favorite animal and what is your favorite course. Okay, so this is the radio button, guys, as you can see here, and this is the checkbox. Okay, so whenever a user will select any of the radio buttons, or a user will select any or user will check any of the checkbox value, and after submitting the answer we will be able to see answer here. As of now you can see no answer yet. Okay, so as soon as you will check radio buttons or checkbox value, and after submitting the form you will be able to see here answer submitted by the user. Okay, so let me check any of the radio button now. As of now I will go with the cat. And what is my favorite course? I will definitely go with JavaScript, jQuery, WordPress, okay, and Node.js also. Now let me submit the answer. See, as you can see guys, here I have choose my favorite animal as a cat, so you can see cat here, and I have choose my favorite course as a JavaScript, jQuery, PHP and Node.js. Okay, as you can see here guys, it is already selected, and after submitting the button, after submitting the form, we got the response what I have already choose using radio buttons and checkbox values. Okay, so in this video guys, we are going to learn what is Vue.js and how to take radio buttons value and checkbox value in Vue.js. Okay, so let's get started guys, and let's learn something new, something different from this video with me, ER Prabhat Pandit. Okay, so before that guys, I would like to request you all, please guys, subscribe to my YouTube channel The Code, and please press the bell icon also, so that whenever I will upload any videos on Vue.js, on servicenow.com or on ServiceNow, and on web development, then you will be notified and you will be able to watch them instantly, and you can learn from them guys also. Okay, so please guys, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up, and please guys, I would like to request you all, please like all my videos, so that it will give me the confidence, it will give me the motivation to make awesome videos like this on each and every topic of web development, ServiceNow and Vue.js also. Okay guys, later on guys, we will start some other courses, some other tutorial also, but as of now I have already started tutorials on ServiceNow also, and this is the first video on Vue.js. Okay guys, so let's start it guys, and let's learn what is Vue.js and how to use Vue.js in our application, in our program, to make our life much smooth, much easier, and to make our applications scale from 0 to 1000. Okay, so let's get started guys, and let's learn. But I would like to request you guys again, it's a humble request, I am making a lot of effort guys to make videos on each and every topic of web development and web designing. Okay, so please guys, I would like to request you all, please subscribe to my YouTube channel The Code, and please guys press the bell icon also, so that whenever I will upload any awesome videos like this, you will be notified and you can watch them and you can learn from them instantly. Okay, so thank you guys all who has already subscribed to my YouTube channel The Code, and thank you to all those also guys who has not yet subscribed to my YouTube channel The Code. I would like to request you guys again, please guys, subscribe to my YouTube channel The Code. So now let's get started guys, and let's learn how to make this kind of application using HTML, CSS and Vue.js also. Okay, so let's get started guys, and let's learn. Okay, so now let me go to the code editor now. So I will create a new page. Let me give the name as view tutorial.html. Okay, save this page now. Code with ER Prabhat Pandit. Okay, so let me paste guys like a local path for my bootstrap file. Okay, so this is the local path for my bootstrap file guys. Let me show you the file also here. So as you can see, this is the bootstrap min.css in the folder called as css. Okay, and this is the file name. Okay, bootstrap.min.css. okay, so now let me create a div, give it a class as empty top 5 bottom 5 and clear fix. Okay, close this div now, and inside this div guys, create another div, give it a class as container justify content center. Close this div now, and inside this div guys, we are gonna create another div, give it a class as text center. Okay, close this div now, and inside this div guys, I am gonna create h1 element. Close this h1 now, and give class also. So give text center, and give text black also, give margin top 4, give margin bottom also 4. Okay, and we will write something guys here in this h1 element using view.js. okay, so as of now let me copy the CDN link for view.js also guys. Okay, I already told you guys, you can use view.js in two ways, either by installing on your machine, or you can use CDN link of view.js. okay, so let me copy this CDN link for view.js from here, and let me paste below this body. Okay, so now we are gonna start writing view.js. okay, so just be here guys, trust me, it is very easy. I will explain you each and every step what I will did here, so that you will feel not confused, you will feel not like tensed, like what I did here, I'm not getting it, like I mean, so just be here guys. As a humble request, watch the entire video, and I'm sure you will be able to understand what I'm going to do here. Okay, I will explain you guys each and everything, each and every step by step. Okay, so just let me create another script tag here. Okay, and I have already like pasted here CDN link for view.js guys. Okay, so now we are good to go, and we are good to use view.js in our application, in our this file. Okay, so first of all, just save the code guys and open this file in the browser. Okay, so copy it from here. I don't want to open this file in the like Brave, I will use rather Chrome. Okay, so let's paste it here. As of now guys, we are not able to see anything. Okay, the page is blank, the page is fully white. Okay, so now let's get back to the code, and let's create a first instance of view.js. okay, so create a const, give it like an app. Okay, and now we will use view.create app. Okay, so create app. Okay, and now we will close this. So first of all guys, we have to create a data property. Okay, so now inside the data property guys, we have to return. Okay, so we will return whatever we will write inside the data property. Okay, so now we have to mount this app to the this app. Okay, so we will put point dot mount. Okay, what to mount, guys? So I will mount this app. Okay, here this is the class name, guys. Okay, this is the class name app. Okay, so now I'm gonna copy this class and I'm gonna put it here. Okay, inside the parent div. So now this entire parent div, guys, whatever you will write inside this div, it will be considered as a view element or view instance. Okay, so that's why I have given this class app to the parent of the entire div. So now we are free, we are good to go, and we are good to use like view.js in our application throughout this div. Okay, so whatever you will write inside this div, it will be considered as a view.js element only. Okay, so as you all know, guys, we are using, or we have to use double curly braces to put anything inside the view.js. Okay, so let me show you guys one more thing. Let me put 5 plus 5. Okay, 4 plus 5, and let's see what is the output. As you can see, guys, we got the 9 as a output. Okay, so this is happening under the hood, and why it is happening? Because we have already included our view.js. Okay, so whatever you will write inside the double curly braces, guys, it will be considered as an expression, and it will be evaluated by the view.js compiler. Okay, so 4 plus 5 equal to 9. So we got the answer as a 9. Okay, so whatever we will write, guys, we will write using double curly braces. Okay, in view.js. Okay, so now we are going to start our first view.js. So give title, and we will write like learn view.js with Prabhat Pandit. Okay, so guys, now as you can see, we are not able to see anything inside this page. Let me clear this. I just explained you, whatever you will write inside the double curly braces, guys, it will be considered as an expression, and it will be evaluated using view.js compiler. Okay, so now we are gonna remove this. Guys. So put double curly braces, and we will put here title. Okay, so whatever we have assigned in the title, guys, it will be displayed here. Okay, so let me save the page, go to the browser and refresh the page now. See, guys, as you can see here, we got the learn view.js with Prabhat Pandit. Okay, because we have written this title inside the double curly braces. Okay, so now we will put some class also. Okay, using view.js. Okay, so here, guys, we can bind any attribute using v.bind property. Okay, so I'm gonna put some extra classes, guys, here. So I will use this v.bind. Okay, and I'm gonna put curly braces. So I have already told you, whatever you will write inside the curly braces, it will be considered as an expression, and it will be evaluated using view.js compiler. Okay, so we are gonna put a class text info. Okay, text info, text tv, or text view if guys the title is set. Okay, or text danger if title is not set. Okay, so title is not set. So let me explain you one more thing, guys. Whatever you will put like after this, in like after exclamation mark, or okay, like suppose title. Okay, so this means, guys, title is not set or title is as of now false. Okay, and if you will add title as this, it will be considered as a set or true. Okay, so this means, guys, if title is not set, then the text danger will be applied. If title is set, then text info or text view will be applied. Okay, so let me just explain you one more thing, guys. So whatever, guys, after exclamation mark, whatever you will write like title, it will be considered as a negative. Okay, negative, and it will be considered as a positive. Okay, or set or not set. Okay, which means false also, and which means true also. Okay, so let me just comment it here. So let it be here, guys, so that you will be able to understand what I wrote. Okay, so now just save your code, go to the browser and refresh your page. Let me just inspect. Okay, just remove it from here and put it here. Okay, so save your code, go to the browser and refresh your page. So let me just inspect this, guys. We are getting our class or not? Okay, so we are not getting our class here, that's why it is not being applied. Okay, so we wind, and what to wind? Class. Okay, so text info, text view. Okay, if title is set, either text danger if title is not set. Okay, okay, guys, so I have to write title inside the h1, guys. Sorry, guys, I wrote it here, so we have to write it here only. So save your code, go to the browser and refresh your page. See, boom, guys, we got our first output from the view.js. Okay, so let me show you guys one more thing. Let me see the class. Okay, guys, see, text info, text view, text center, text black, empty4, mb4 is applied to this h1 element. Okay, so as you can see, guys, you will be like asking why we have given two classes here. Okay, we could have paste like we could have write, single class. Why give two classes here, guys? Okay, so if this way if we write, guys, this way. Okay, if like suppose this is div. Okay, and it has got some class as a this or this. Okay, and I am like binding this class also. Okay, we wind equal to class. Okay, we wind class, and we will put like suppose I will put some class here. I will put some class here. Okay, and I will put some class here guys. Okay, let me close this div also. So after compilation guys, after the compilation it will be considered as a, let me copy this div. Okay, and after the compilation guys, it will be considered as a this only. Okay, so let me change this class name here. So give p q and r. Okay, so after the compilation guys, it will be like this. Okay, after compilation it will be like this, p q and r. Okay, so that's why you are free to use two classes in a single element if you are using Vue.js. Okay, so this is the power of Vue.js guys. It will compile your class after the, you know, like it will like combine your class after the compilation. Okay, so we have written this class here. Okay, we have written this like here, and after the compilation guys, we got this. Okay, so let me show you the class here also. On H1C, we have already applied text center, text black, margin top 4, margin bottom 4. Okay, and if title is set, which is already here guys, which is already set, then we will also get two more classes. Okay, text info and text view. Okay, so we got the text info, text view, text center, text black, empty top 4, margin bottom 4 also. Okay, and let me unset this or remove this from here and then see what we get. Okay, if I already told you guys, if the title is not set, we will get another class as a text danger. Okay, and our text will be what can I say, red. Okay, so as of now we will not able to see anything, but I will show you class. We will get a different class known as text danger. Okay, so save your code, go to the browser and refresh your page. See, we got the text danger here guys. Okay, so let me write something here. Add it as a HTML. So let me put something here. See, we got the text danger guys. Okay, so this is the power of Vue.js guys. If something is set, it will apply those class. If something is not set, it will apply automatically those class. Okay, so I already told you guys, we will write this like this, and after the compilation we will get like this. Okay, so same thing is happening here guys also. We have bind our attribute. vbind is known as guys attribute binder. Okay, so we will use a lot of vbind here guys in this video, in this tutorial. So just be just pay attention guys. vbind is used to bind attribute inside the HTML element guys. Okay, vbind is used to bind attribute inside the HTML element guys. Okay, so using vbind I am binding dynamic classes here, text info, text view. If title is set, if title is not set, then we will apply text danger including these classes also. Okay, so after the compilation guys, I already explained you, we have written like this, and after the compilation we will get like this. Okay, so let me just Control Z. So learn Vue.js with ER Prabhat Pandit. Okay, so save your code, go to the browser and refresh your page. So see, we are able to see now what is inside the title. Okay, we have defined title, learn Vue.js with ER Prabhat Pandit. Okay, so I already told you guys, whatever you will write inside the double curly braces, it will be considered as an expression and it will be evaluated using Vue.js compiler. Okay, so that's why I have given double curly braces and title inside it. Okay, so that's why we are able to get our title here, learn Vue.js with ER Prabhat Pandit. Okay, so I will explain you one more time guys. Using vbind, we will be able to bind any attribute inside the HTML element, inside the HTML tag. Okay, using vbind. Vbind is known as attribute binder inside the Vue.js, and using vbind we are able to bind any kind of attribute inside the HTML element inside the HTML tag. Okay, and let me explain you one more time, guys. If we will write this, if we will write like this, guys, in Vue.js, and we will bind some attribute using vbind, then after the compilation we will get like this. Okay, we will get our class like this also, and we will get a new class from here also. Okay, this is why I am getting a different class after the compilation inside this HTML element. Okay, so now let me clear all the things from here. I hope, guys, you have understood. So I am assuming, guys, you have understood. So I am moving forward, and I am moving like we are going to learn some different, awesome stuff using Vue.js here in this video, in this tutorial. So let me clear this now. So save your code, go to the browser and refresh your page. Okay, so now we are gonna put something different. Okay, so we are gonna make this application like this, guys. Okay, now this is the image. Okay, so let's go here now, and we will define our image here. Okay, so give image, and I will define my path images. Inside the images, guys, let me go to the folder now. This is the YouTube projects, and inside this YouTube project, guys, I have got a folder name images. Okay, and inside the images, guys, I have got Vue.js logo also. Okay, so let me show you the Vue.js logo, guys. So this is the Vue.js logo. Just copy this name from here, and this is inside the YouTube projects, and the folder name is images, and inside this images folder we have got the image name this. Okay, so I have already defined images, and let me paste the name also here. So okay, so now, guys, we will display our image inside the page using Vue.js. Okay, so let me create another div. Below this div, create another div, give it a class as text center, and margin top 3, margin bottom 3 also. Close this div now, and inside this div, guys, we are gonna put img tag. We are gonna put y. See, let me show you guys one more thing. So put alt also. As of now, put Vue.js. Okay, so let me put this image, guys, because I have defined here folder name and the image name also. Okay, so let me copy this image properties from here, Vue.js data, and paste it here. Okay, so save your code, go to the browser and refresh your page. See, guys, we see nothing here, nothing, because we got an error here also. Okay, see, this image is not defined. See, nothing is here. Why, guys? Because we have not bind this src element to the Vue.js data property. So to do this, guys, what we have to do? We have to do vbind here also. I already told you, guys, vbind is a attribute binder inside the Vue.js, and using vbind we can bind any attribute inside the HTML tag or inside the HTML element. Okay, so let me paste it here, put colon, save your code, go to the browser and refresh your page. See, boom, guys, we got our image here. Okay, so now let me just resize the image here. I'm gonna create a style sheet here in the head section. So I'm gonna put some style sheet here, guys. So let me give a, let me bind also, vbind, vbind, what to bind, guys? I'm gonna bind dynamic class. Okay, so whatever I will do, guys, here all thing will be dynamic also here, so that we can learn from the very first video to the from the very last video of Vue.js. Okay guys, so I would like to request you guys, please subscribe to my YouTube channel The Code guys, and please, if you like this video, if you have learned something from this video guys, please give it a thumbs up, and please guys subscribe to my YouTube channel, because guys I'm making a lot of efforts, a lot of hard work to make videos on each and every topic of web development, full stack development, ServiceNow, as well as now Vue.js also. So please guys, I would like to request you, subscribe to my YouTube channel if you wanted to learn what is Vue.js and how to become a master in Vue.js. Okay, so thank you guys for subscribing to my YouTube channel The Code. Okay, and please guys, don't forget to press the bell icon, so that whenever I will upload a new video, you will be notified and you can watch them and you can learn them from instantly. Okay, so thank you guys. Now let's get started and let's learn what is Vue.js and how to make application using Vue.js. Okay, so I'm gonna put some class here using vbind attribute binder in Vue.js. Okay, so let me define the class first, CSS class here. So I'm gonna put img fluid, give position as relative, give display as block, give object fit as a cover, give width as 130px, and give margin 0 auto. Okay, and give border radius also 5px. Okay, so now we have defined our class guys here using CSS. So now we will bind this class using vbind dynamically. Okay, so this class, apply this class if this img is set. Okay, so paste it here, save your code, go to the browser and refresh your page now. See, boom guys, this class is applied because we have defined img here. Okay, so let me just remove this. Okay, let me just remove this, save your code. As you can see guys, img class has been applied here. Okay, as you can see, img class has been img fluid has been applied here. So I have now unset the image attribute or image property from the data. So save your code, go to the browser and refresh your page now. See guys, no class has been applied here. See, nothing has been applied here because we have unset the img attribute or img property from the Vue instance. Okay, so that's why no class has been applied and we are not able to see img also. So just let me Control Z this, save your code, go to the browser and refresh your page now. See, now class has been applied, img fluid. See here guys, img fluid have been applied here. Okay, so let me show you guys one more thing. What if I want to apply if this image is not set? So if this image is not set guys, I will apply another class, image not set. Okay, if img is not set. Okay, so as of now guys, we will be able to see only img fluid because image is set here. So save your code, go to the browser and refresh your page. See, we are able to see guys this img fluid because image is set here. So let me unset it now, save your code, go to the browser. Because we have now unset the image guys, we will be able to see this class image is image not set. Okay, so save your code, go to the browser and refresh your page. See guys, we got the class image not set. See guys, Vue.js is very dynamic and very interesting language to learn. So I would like to guys request you, if you wanted to learn what is Vue.js and if you wanted to become a master in Vue.js guys, so you have to guys subscribe this channel The Code guys, please, and learn coding with me, ER Prabhat Pandit. So please guys, subscribe to this code, the code. Okay, subscribe to this channel, the code, and please press the bell icon also, so that you will be notified whenever I will upload a new video in the playlist. Okay, so now let's get back to the code. So now let's Control Z now, save your code, go to the browser and refresh your page. Okay, so we are able to see image here guys now. So now let's define some ALT element also. Okay, ALT attribute also. ALT learn view.js with ER Prabhat Pandit. Okay, so let me just put guys this ALT here, because this is the ALT guys, so I have to put it here. Okay, so save your code, go to the browser and refresh your page. See guys, we are not able to see ALT here, we are just able to see ALT. Okay, so it is considering ALT equal to ALT. It is not considering that it is an instance of, it is an attribute of view.js. So to understand this HTML that this ALT belongs to this view.js instance, what we have to do guys, we have to bind it. Okay, so we bind. Okay, we bind and put colon, and now this HTML element will consider this ALT from this view.js instance. Okay, so now we will be able to see learn view.js with ER Prabhat Pandit. So save your code, go to the browser and refresh your page. See guys, now see, we got the ALT learn view.js with ER Prabhat Pandit. As you can see guys here, we got the ALT learn view.js with ER Prabhat Pandit. So whatever element guys, whatever attribute we have to bind, whatever attribute you have to bind inside the HTML element or inside the HTML tag, we have to use we bind. Then only this HTML element will consider, okay, that this ALT, this class or this src belongs to this view.js instance. Okay, so always remember guys, let me tell you one more thing, one more time. vbind is a attribute binder inside the view.js, and whatever attribute like img, class or ALT tag you have to bind inside your any element, any HTML tag, we have to use we bind. Then this HTML element, this HTML like DOM, we consider that this images, this title, this ALT is from this view.js instance. Okay, so now we are able to see each and everything, images, class and ALT also. So save your code, go to the browser and refresh your page. See, we got each and everything guys. We got images also, we got the class img fluid also, we got the ALT learn view.js with ER Prabhat Pandit. Okay, so now we are gonna learn next thing. Next is what guys, we have to create a form and we have to make this application. Okay, so now let's go back to the code and create your HTML element. Okay, so I'm gonna create another div, and below this div create a div, give it a class as radio container. Close this div now, and inside this div guys, I'm gonna create a form element. So form, close this form now. So inside this form guys, I'm gonna create another div, give it a class as container. Close this div now, and inside this div I'm gonna create row, create a div, give it a class as row, and close this div now. And inside this row guys, I'm gonna create another div, give it a class as call lg 6, call xl 6, call sm12, and call md also 12. Okay, so close this div. Now I'm gonna copy this div and paste it below here. Okay, so now I'm gonna create s3 here, s3, give it a class as text black. Okay, text black. So close this s3 now, and I'm gonna put what is your favorite animal. Okay, what is your favorite animal? Okay, so question mark, and I'm gonna create label here, close this label now, and inside this label guys, I'm gonna create radio button, input type as a radio. So I'm gonna give name as a fav animal, means favorite animal, give id as a cat, and give class of 4 as a cat only, give class as level. Okay, so and I'm gonna put another view.js directive known as v model. Okay, so v model guys. Okay, so I'm gonna put v model as input val. Okay, and I'm gonna put value as a cat. Okay, and I'm gonna put cat here. So save your code, go to the browser and refresh your page. See, we got our cat here. Okay, so just copy this level and paste it. Let me see how many times I have to paste. 1 2 3 4 and 5. So 5 times I have to paste it here. So 2 3 4 and 5. Okay, so now we have to change the like dog turtle. So dog turtle moose, and last one is lion. Okay, so change this as a dog also, as a turtle value, and as a lion. Okay, so change this label also, dog, give turtle, give moose, and give lion. Okay, so now you have to change this 4 also, this 4 also, change this also, and change this also. Okay, so save your code, go to the browser and refresh your page. Okay, as you can see, it's working fine. So we have to make like this. So we have to write some CSS, guys. So now I'm gonna okay, and inside this I'm gonna copy this as 3 element and paste it here, and we will write text, what is your favorite course? Okay, so what is your favorite course? Okay, and I'm gonna copy this label from here and paste below this and change this to checkbox. Okay, you have to change the name also, so we will change the name also as course. And we will give v model as input course, okay, and we have to give value as a JavaScript. Okay, we have to change this also to JavaScript. So save your code, go to the browser and refresh your page. See, we got like this. Now we got like this, guys. So just copy this and paste it 4 more times. Paste it here, paste it here, and paste it here. Okay, so we have to paste 1 more time now. Okay, so the courses is jQuery, PHP and WordPress. jQuery, PHP, WordPress, and next one is Node.js. Okay, Node.js. Okay, so now we have to change this also to JavaScript. Change the 4 also, change this to jQuery, change this 4 also, change the value also here, jQuery. We have to put here PHP here also, and we have to put value also as a PHP. Okay, we have to put here WordPress, make this also as a WordPress, and we have to put value as a also WordPress. Okay, so now we have to put here node, this also as a node, and make this also as a value as a Node.js. Okay, Node.js. So save your code, go to the browser and refresh your page. See, guys, now we have to put some CSS here also. So go to the CSS and label, give display as block, give width as auto, and give padding as a 5px. Okay, so label on hover. Okay, label on hover, we will do something like this. Give cursor as a pointer, give background color as RGB, and put this, and put this. Okay, so now, and give border radius also as 5px. Okay, so save your code, go to the browser and refresh your page. Okay, so now we will apply class to the this radio container. Okay, paste it here and give border dotted or dashed dashed black 2px. Okay, give border radius as 10px, give padding as 0, 20px and 20px and 20px. Okay, and give margin top as 20px. Okay, so save your code, go to the browser and refresh your page. Okay, so now we have to put justify content as center. Okay, so save your code, go to the browser and refresh your page. Let me check guys one more thing, why it is not being applied. Okay, the level name is, the class name is level. Okay guys, sorry guys, class name is this here also. So save your code, go to the browser and refresh your page. See, we got like this, exactly got like this. So now we have to put our button also. So we'll put our button inside this label. Okay, so put button, give a class btn and btn secondary. Okay, and give id as a submit button, give type also as submit and close this button now. So put the text as a submit answer. Okay, submit answer. So save your code, go to the browser and refresh your page. We got it here. Or just got it from here and paste it here. Okay, we got our button here. So now we will write our text. Okay, submitted choice. Submitted choice. So below this form we'll create another div, give it a class as text black. Okay, so close this div now, and inside this div I'm gonna create S3, give text submitted choice. Okay, submitted choice, and we will define another attribute inside this view. We will put something like this. Okay, so we will put input well submitted, and as of now we will give it some text like this, no answer yet. Okay, so now as you all know guys, to display this inside our HTML element, inside our page, what we have to do guys, we have to define, okay, give p or span here, and I already told you guys, if you wanted to evaluate something from view.js, we have to put double curly braces. Okay, and what we have to put guys, we have to put in this instance, okay, this properties from the view.js data. Okay, this is the data properties and this returns. Okay, so whatever we have to like display on the page, we have to put here inside the double curly braces. Okay, so save your code, go to the browser and refresh your page. Okay, as of now no answer yet. Okay, so whenever a user will select or user will type, okay, we will be able to see here what user have been selected as a choice, what is their favorite animal and what is their favorite course. Okay, so as you can see guys, let me tell you one more thing, let me show you one more thing. Whenever guys you are submitting this button, this page is being refreshed. See, whenever we are submitting the form, the page is being refreshed. See, the page is being refreshed guys. Okay, so how to prevent this from happening? So view.js got, view.js has got very awesome and very dynamic properties to prevent this. Okay, so at the rate we will put submit, okay, dot prevent, okay, and we will define our function also here. Okay, so we will define our function as a register answer. Okay, so here, which means guys, at the rate means click. Okay, here at the rate means click guys. Okay, this is the shorthand properties of click. Okay, v on or v click. Okay, so this is the shorthand properties of click. So whenever this form is being submitted, we have to prevent its default behavior, we have to prevent its default action. That's why I have given a modifier name as prevent, and whenever the form is being submitted, we will run this function. Okay, registered answer. Let me explain you one more time guys. At the rate means click or submit. Whenever the form is being submitted, we have to prevent its default behavior, its default action, which is like refreshment. Okay, so here when the form is submitted, we have prevented its default action, means form or page refreshment. Okay, so save your code, go to the browser and refresh your page. Okay, so now let's remove it from here. Now try to submit your form. See guys, the page stopped refreshing. Okay, see, nothing is happening, no page refreshment is happening, because we have prevented using the view.js modifier dot prevent whenever someone is going to submit this form. Okay, so we have done this using at the rate shorthand property submit dot prevent, and we will run a function whenever this form is being submitted by the user using this button. Okay, so now we have to write our code so that whatever answer or whatever choice user has selected, after clicking this button, we will be able to see it here. As of now, let me choose dog, let me choose JavaScript, jQuery, PHP, WordPress, Node.js, and I'm like submitting the button now, I'm submitting the form now. I will be able to not see the answer here. Okay, so let me submit the form now. See, nothing is happening guys, nothing is happening. I am submitting the form, but I'm not able to see the answer what I have choose, dog or this courses. Okay, nothing is happening. So to see our answer, we have to write some JavaScript in view.js instance. Okay, so now guys, I'm gonna create methods. So in methods guys, you can write your function, you can write your custom function in vue.js. okay, so I'm gonna create methods now. So methods, okay, and so I'm gonna create method now, and this method will be so let me create method now, and the method name is guys, it's already defined here, so let me copy it from here, and I'm gonna create inside the method. So now, so first of all guys, we have to declare some more stuff here in vue.js. so we will give result as of now, put nothing or blank. We have to define, you know, in val also as of now, put nothing or blank, or we have to define this, because this is a like what can I say, array guys, so we have to define an array also. okay, so we will define an empty array here, and we will define, okay, as of now, see, v model is used to guys bind, v model is used to two-way data binding guys. okay, so v model is used to bind two-way data binding from the HTML to the this vue.js. okay, so let me show you guys one more thing, what is the importance of vue.js in Vue. okay, so let me create here input field just to show you what is v model. okay, so input type equal to text and give v model as name here. okay, this is for the explanation guys. okay, so give placeholder here, enter your name, okay, so just save your code, go to the browser and refresh your page. okay, as you can see, we have got the let me put some class here also, so we got the input box here guys. So here guys, I will explain you what is v model and why it is so much of importance in vue.js. okay, so as I already told you guys, v model is used to bind data in two-way manner, okay, in two-way fashion. okay, so v model is used to data binding in two-way data binding guys. okay, let me explain you one more time. v model is used to bind this HTML element input to this vue.js instance. okay, so v model is used inside only select box, radio button, check box or input field. okay, always remember guys, v model is only used inside this, you know, select box, input field, radio button, check box. okay, so what I say guys, v model is used to bind data in two-way manner, in two-way fashion. okay, from this input element to this vue.js instance. okay, so I have already defined here v model as a name. okay, so give name as of now, put nothing, so save your code, go to the browser and refresh your page. Let me write something inside this input field guys. okay, so I'm writing nothing is happening guys. Okay, nothing is happening. We are not able to see anything. So you would be asking, why did I define this V model here? Okay, so I'm writing here guys, nothing is happening. Okay, so you like you will be saying, Prabhat, you said V model is used to two-way data binding. V model is used to bind two-way data from the input field to the view.js. Okay, I mean view.js, I just explained. Okay, so to see guys this view model in the action, we will put here this name here. Okay, so now whatever you will write inside this input field, it will be displayed here. Okay, so now let me refresh the page. V model, see, see guys, now we are able to see what is we are writing inside this input field. We are able to see it here. Okay, so this is the reactivity of view.js guys. Okay, so this is the reactivity of view.js. Let me refresh the page again, write something, er Prabhat Pandit. Okay, see guys, whatever we have given here inside the input field, we are able to see it here also. Okay, so this is the reactivity of view.js, and through vbind guys, through this vbind we got the two-way data binding. Okay, so v model is used guys in two-way data binding from this input field to this view.js instance. Okay, so always remember guys, v model is used to bind two-way data binding from this input element to this view.js, and from this view.js to this input element guys. Okay, so let me just comment it here, save your code, go to the browser and refresh your page. Okay, so I hope guys you have understood why I have given, just remove this, why I have given this result to show result here, or just we don't need this result because we have already given this input val submitted. Okay, so an input val is related to this v model guys. This is the radio buttons. Okay, so we have given the same v model name to the each and entire radio button here guys. Okay, see, v model is input val, 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 and v model is input val. And I already told you guys, v model is used to bind two-way data binding inside the view.js from this HTML element to view.js instance, and from view.js instance to this HTML element. Okay, that's why I have given here v model, and value is cat, dog, turtle, mouse, and lion. Okay, here also we have given v model as input course. Here also v model is same as input course. Here v model is also as a input course. Here v model is also as a input course, and here v model is as a also input course. But you always remember guys, this checkbox is going to form a array. Okay, this all the checkbox is going to form an array. That's why I have given this v model an attribute as a empty array. Okay, and this input val as a blank. Okay, this input val as a blank, because whatever will be the reason guys, we are able to select this only one radio button, so it is not going to return any array. Rather, this checkbox is going to return an array. That's why we have given here input course equal to array, and input val we have given this input val as of none. Okay, or blank. So now we have to define this register answer. So we will check if, okay, we will check if this dot input val and this dot input course. So let me explain you one more thing guys here. This refers to this element guys, okay, inside the data attribute. So this refers to the inside this data attribute guys, okay. So this means this dot input val refers to this input val, this dot input course refers to this input course guys, okay. So let me explain you one more time guys. This refers to this data properties, okay, this data properties attribute, okay. This refers to this data properties attribute. So this means this dot input val refers to this input val from this data properties, and this dot input course refers to this input course, which is an empty array from this data attribute, okay guys. So now we are checking if this dot is set, which means guys, if user has selected anything from this radio button, either cat, dog, turtle, mouse or lion, or user has selected any of the course from this course section guys, okay, then only we will run this function. This says guys, if user has selected anything from here and if user has selected anything from this course, okay, then only we will run this function, okay. So we are gonna return, what to return guys, this dot input submitted value equal to this dot input val plus concatenation guys. I am doing here concatenation. I am putting some space here also, and I'm gonna again do this dot input course. Close this. So let me explain you guys one more times. So we are going to return this dot input submitted value, which refers to this input submitted value guys, equal to will be this dot input val from this course, from this animal, whatever will be the favorite animal of the user, okay, plus I am concatenating and giving some space, this dot input course from this input course refers to this array, okay, from this favorite course. This is the array guys. Always remember guys, checkbox, if you are using more than one checkbox guys, it is gonna return always an array. Always return, remember guys, if you're gonna use more than one checkbox, it is gonna return an array. And in any case guys, this radio button is gonna return a single value, so it is not gonna return any array, okay. So this says guys, this dot input submitted value equal to this dot input val, okay, whatever value will be the chosen by the user, plus this dot input course, whatever course chosen will be chosen by the user, it will be first stored inside this array, and then we will display it here, okay. So save your code, go to the browser and refresh your page. See, as of now I am gonna choose turtle, I am gonna choose JavaScript, jQuery, PHP. I am gonna submit the form now. So I am gonna click the button now. See, we got the answer guys, turtle, JavaScript, jQuery and PHP, okay. So also let me choose WordPress and Node.js also. Submit the form now. See guys, we got the answer, turtle, JavaScript, jQuery, PHP, WordPress and Node.js. Let me choose lion from here. Submit the answer. We got the lion also here. Let me choose moose. Submit the answer. We got the moose here from here. Let me choose turtle. Submit the answer. Turtle is here. Let me choose dog. Submit the answer. We got the dog. Let me choose cat. Submit the form. We got the cat also, okay. Let me choose single quotes from here. As of now, JavaScript is selected. So submit the answer. We got the cat from here and we got the JavaScript from here, okay. So see guys, Vue.js is a very progressive like JavaScript framework guys. if you wanna be a master in Vue.js, I would like to request you, please guys, subscribe to this channel, the code, and please guys press the bell icon also, so that you will be notified whenever I will upload a new video in the playlist. And please guys, okay, like all my videos, so that it will give me the confidence, it will give me the motivation to make awesome videos on each and every topic of web development and web designing, as well as ServiceNow also. And now I have also started a tutorial on Vue.js from this very first video. So I hope guys you have understood what I have explained you here. Okay, if you still feel guys any doubt, any confusion, if you still have any confusion in your mind, you are free guys, you are feel free to ping me, feel free to ask me a question in the comment section guys. I will clear all your doubts, all your queries. So as you all know guys, we have come to the end of this tutorial, end of this session now. So I hope you guys you have understood what I have teach you, what I have explained you here in this video. If you still have any doubt, ask me in the comment section. I will clear all your queries, all your doubts. And thank you guys for watching this video. I hope you have understood and you have learned the basic of Vue.js. See you guys in the next video with the new tutorial on the Vue.js only. So thank you guys for watching this video. I hope you watched the entire video and I hope you are there till last. So thank you guys, and please guys, I would like to request you all, please subscribe to my YouTube channel, The Code. Please guys, trust me guys, I am making a lot of effort, I am making a lot of hard work to make awesome videos on each and every topic of web development and web designing, so that you can watch them and you can learn from them guys. Okay, see guys, I have also started video on ServiceNow. I have also started video on Vue.js now, and I will teach you what is Vue.js. Just be here guys. If you wanted to be a master in Vue.js, please guys subscribe to this channel, The Code, and please guys press the bell icon also. So thank you guys for watching this video. See you guys in the next tutorial, in the next video. Till then, take care.